Hello, my friends, and welcome. It is Wednesday. It is drunk pokeroo time. It is beer time. It's beer time. It's Collective Arts beer time. So Collective Arts, my hometown here is the first brewery in Hamilton that's sort of brought the craft beer back. Regular releases, Ransack, the 4 IPAs this year, which were solid. The new, recently released Into the Clouds New England IPA, which they had brought out a little earlier as a collab. They've been bringing out new beers a lot this year, but so something that I was kind of excited about, which I had heard about many moons ago, was that they were going to barrel age their Imperial Porter. Now, their Imperial Porter is one of the best Imperial Porters I've ever had. Very, very tasty. Stranger than fiction, their normal, just everyday porter is awesome and available year round, which I love. I don't think there's enough available stouts and porters in Ontario. Throw black IPAs in there and we're good. So I popped by today because this is my last day off till New Year's. I have a lot of writing to do as we're hitting the end of the year list. Couldn't pass up the chance to go get it. I had to do it. I wasn't feeling like I wanted to go out today, but I'm like, it might be gone. I bought myself a couple other treats too, but we'll talk about those another time. I do not have a Collective Arts tulip glass. I need to correct that. I completely flaked on getting that today. Like I just didn't even think. I have a pint glass. I have a Spiegeloo, but I do not have a tulip. So I will get a tulip. It's a nice booziness. Definitely big dark chocolate, but you're getting some of that oaky vanilla right off the top. Okay. It's a Collective Arts for bourbon barrel aging. Their porter, their Imperial Porter. I love it. You know me. The bigger the boozier, the better. This one is 11.5. So cheers. Yeah, it's great. It's fabulous. So again, the difference between this and say like some of the bourbon barrel aged stouts that we drink a lot of is basically the thickness, the texture. This is a little bit thinner, not a lot though. It's still pretty thick. Definitely boozy. There's a lot of that bourbon, that oaky vanilla booziness there. It definitely warms on the back end, but there's a lot of chocolate in there. There's a little bit of coffee. That's excellent. That's dangerously excellent. Very excited. That's good. And, I like the more bourbon barrel aging, tequila barrel, rum barrel, rye barrel. I had one cognac barrel aged beer that was sublime from, what do you call it, Bellwoods. So I'd like to see more of that. I like that they're stepping out. They seem to have really stepped up their new release game this year, which I love to see from Collective. I've always been a fan. I support my hometown breweries, Collective, Merit, Fairweather, Grain and Grit, and coming soon, Clifford. It's good to see the guys do this. This is an excellent beer. Pick it up. It's a little pricey. It's $12.95, 500 ml bottle. You're always going to pay a little more for bourbon barrel aging. There's loss from the barrels. There's the time it takes to store it. It definitely is something you're going to pay a little extra for, but I'm okay with that. It's very much an enjoyable beer. It's very much a beer you're going to spend over, an hour drinking. This is not a pounder where you're just going to, pound down beers. So thank you very much, Collective Arts, for making this beer. Thank you to me for going and getting it, and I hope you guys are ready because New Year's is coming. I picked up my New Year's beers tonight. I'm very excited to get into those in a couple of days, but check out the blog. I'll leave a link down below. You can read today's post, which is the grab bag of styles. A lot of 14 different styles we gave out the pokies for. See who won this. Missed this year's cut, but it'll definitely go on the list for next year's cut because we've already started looking at next year's beers of the year. Cheers, Collective Arts. This beer tastes a lot like I'm not doing anything else for the rest of the day.